Yesterday, the petition to oust Starmer and call for a general election surpassed a monumental 2 million signatures. That's a massive milestone, and it's showing no signs of slowing down. In today's video, we will go through why Starmer is furious, and I trying to bury the impact of this petition. Not only that, but we will also go over all of the latest news from up and down the country. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. Just a quick one to say we have new Stuck Farmer t-shirts available on our store. Go grab them now. They are available at britishstand.com or check the link in the description. What's fascinating here is the comparison with history. Back in 1997, after Tony Blair's landslide general election victory, Labour continued to dominate the polls. In fact, their lead persisted all the way until September 2000. Fast forward to now, Keir Starmer's Labour Party is already struggling. Recent polling shows them falling below 30%, and in some cases, not even leading. This is unprecedented backlash. It reflects growing discontent across the country, and this petition is a direct manifestation of that. The petition isn't just a numbers game, it's sparking real conversations. Today, Reform MP Richard Tice pointed out the significance of the 2 million signatures, describing it as a sign of immense discontent. Meanwhile, former Labour MP Simon Danczuk took a swipe at Starmer's supporters, saying, "This petition is already making a difference. It's showing just how fed up the UK public really is, and this isn't going unnoticed." The surge in signatures led to a direct question for Prime Minister Keir Starmer during an ITV interview yesterday. His response? Well, let's just say it was interesting. When asked if he's feeling the heat from the petition and his sinking approval ratings, now lower than Nigel Farage's, Starmer tried to play it cool. He admitted, "Many people didn't vote Labour last election, so I'm not surprised they want a rerun, but that's not how our system works." On the topic of his plummeting approval, Starmer said, "If you decide to make the tough decisions first, you have to accept that people will feel those decisions. It's a bold stance, but does it resonate with the public? That's up for debate. What's clear is that this petition is shaking things up. Whether or not it leads to any immediate action, it's sending a strong message to Westminster. People are fed up with the status quo, and they're demanding reform. If you haven't already signed the petition, I'll link it below as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this petition will lead to real change? Or is it just another wave of public frustration? This is a pivotal moment in UK politics, and it's fascinating to watch it unfold. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. In other news, Sadiq Khan's Transport for London has found itself at the centre of a fresh row after a series of pro-assisted dying campaign adverts started appearing on the tube. The ads for campaign group Dignity and Dying are part of a push on MPs to vote through Kim Leadbeater's controversial assisted dying bill ahead of its first debate in the Commons on Friday, November 29th. Inside Westminster Underground Station, right next to the Houses of Parliament, an entire corridor has been decked out with the billboards, which has since been dubbed the Westminster Death Tunnel. All of the ads centre on the campaign message, "My Dying Wish." For example, one shows a photograph of a smiling woman named Sophie with the caption, "My dying wish is my family won't see me suffer, and I won't have to." Their placement on the tube has attracted significant ire. Conservative author and academic Adrian Hilton wrote on social media, "Who at TfL thought it was remotely appropriate to promote assisted suicide on the London Underground?" Hilton added, "It's a grotesque Dignity and Dying ad to display on London Underground, where suicides aren't uncommon. I'm aghast that Global, the media firm which owns many of the billboards on the Underground, TfL and the Mayor of London think it's at all appropriate when cake, bacon and bikinis are banned. TfL's own advertising guidelines outlaw images or messages which relate to matters of public controversy or sensitivity. But the transport body's rules say that advertisements which reasonably promote non-party political causes will not normally be disapproved. Voting on the assisted dying bill is set to be free and not whipped, which could explain its approval for use on the Underground. The mayor has distanced himself from the ads. A City Hall spokesman told the media He has no involvement in approving or deciding which ads run on the TfL network, and TfL's policy reflects legal requirements. Writing against the assisted dying ads for Unheard, commentator Niall Gooch said the ad's intention is clearly to make people who do not know much about end-of-life care, a large majority of the population, assume that without assisted suicide, we are all at high risk of an unpleasant death, pointlessly prolonged by dogmatic vitalist medical professionals. But this is not the case. British palliative care is some of the best in the world, and patients already have the right to refuse medical interventions, he added. Dignity in Dying says, for too many dying people right now, their dying wish is simply for choice and control at the end of their life. If passed, Kim Leadbeater MBEMP's bill will mean that finally their wishes, our wishes, can be respected. It's time for MPs to let us choose. Together we need to show them why they must vote yes to the Choice at the End of Life bill and legalise assisted dying for terminally ill, mentally competent adults. That's why we're taking Dying Wishes to the heart of Westminster. Lastly, Princess Kate has suffered a blow following the latest royal family announcement. Most senior members of the royal family have seen their popularity plummet in a new royal poll. This includes the Princess of Wales, 42, King Charles, 76, and Queen Camilla, 77. New figures from Ipsos, based on 1,089 British adults aged 18 to 75 and polled between November 8th and November 11th, showed that support for most members of the royal family has declined over the last 2 months. Princess Kate ranked as the second most popular member of the royal family, with 64% favourability. However, her score was 2 points lower than in September, when it was at 66%. Just 10% of those polled said they held an unfavourable view of her, while 22% replied, neither, and 3% said, I don't know. King Charles, who ranked 4th, saw his popularity decrease by 5 points, after just over half, 51%, of people said they held a favourable view of him, compared to 56% in September. Just 23% held an unfavourable view of the monarch, while 24% replied, neither, and 3%, I don't know. Queen Camilla, who ranked 6th, including the royal family as a whole, saw the biggest plunge out of the three after she gathered a 35% favourability score, 6 points lower than September's 41%. Out of those polled, 33% said they held an unfavourable view of her, while 29% said neither, and 3% said, I don't know. Princess Anne, who ranked 3rd most popular, saw her favourability drop by 7 points, as it reached 55% in November, down from 62% in September. One member of the firm who did not see a decrease in their favourability was Prince William, who ranked 1st and gathered a 65% favourability score, unchanged from September. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.